y'all? In this video, I'm going to be updating you on what I did while off the camera on the Milwaukee Brewers franchise. So I traded away like 3 old prospects that I'm not going to use for a potential first baseman in the future. I'll show you that first baseman real fast. It's Josh Naylor. Bats left, throws left, 6'1". Maybe a featured DH. I'm not sure yet. I don't know about that height, but I love his throwing arm. Because to have a left throwing first baseman is great to have, especially in pick off moves. I can talk right now. Alright, let's just release this guy. Shane Peterson, probably. See how he looks in the outfield first. I know, he's just getting released. I know there's a lot of people that know him. If you don't, he was a good platoon player for the Braves. Again, as I said before, Rolando Garcia is going to be called up at the All-Star break. That's just how it's going to be. I did sign Gerard Parker to a 2-year deal. Here, let me go to this menu. It's a lot more easier. Right. So all this is what I did off camera. You can read through it. I'm not going to talk about everything. I'm just going to mention all the key parts. Promoted a lot of minor leaguers, demoted a lot of them, and all that stuff. Then I signed, who was it? Cord Sandberg to a minor league deal. Looked like a decent outfielding prospect. And then I signed Gerard Parker to a 2-year, $5 million deal. The reason why I did that to be a long reliever, but he has potential to be a starter if he can get his K per 9 and his control back up. But until then, he'll be in the bullpen for sure, because we've been struggling in the bullpen a lot recently. So that's how our long relievers look right now with Gerard Parker, Tyler Thornburg, and then obviously the normal guys there. But in this video, I'm going to bring Game 2 of the Athletic Series. Let me play his left and right, not good speeding up. Alright, I'm going to be playing Game 2 of this series. I'll show you the box score of Game 1 if you didn't see. It was dominated. It started off pretty slow with a 3-3 tie through 5, and then in the 6th it just went downhill for the Athletics, and we just kept on pouring it on from there. Should have probably put in some more bench players, but I already had some starting. So Villar, Maneo hit home runs. Morneau drove in 3 runs, and Jeanette drew in 3 runs. I'll say Jeanette had a better night though. There's the I give up. Alright, there's their pictures of my pitchers, how they did, innings pitched, and all that stuff. I was lucky to get 6 innings out of Anderson because I could have pulled him a lot earlier, but I tried to push him through his outing. I'm about to bring you Game 2 with Eduardo Rodriguez, who we acquired in a trade. If you did not watch one of the previous videos, go watch one of them because they have the trade in it. And then it's going to be going up against Kendall Graveman. And then in our minor leagues, I don't think we have any key players playing. But our minor league teams are just downhill this year, so there's no need looking at their stuff. But let's get this game underway. Still 4th place in the National League Central. Horrible ERA and not that great of an average. I'm using our alternates, I guess. And Let's go with a closed roof today, because there's way too many home runs and stuff tomorrow, the other game. Go with our star lefty, hopefully. Who needs a game off? Our catcher. All our bench players are rested, so who's not doing good? Villar hit a nice home run though. I didn't expect him to hit it either. Let's give Rivera the night off if we can. He's struggling. And Elliott Johnson. We're going against a righty, so. Fudge. I think I like how our lineup looks. If anyone struggles in the infield, I'll replace them with Colin. And then the outfield, I'll put in Diane Viciedo. Alright, let's roll with that. We have very few blown saves, that's good, I guess. Here's a look at the starting lineups and stats over the last 10. Chris Davis came through for the Athletics in the previous game, getting a couple RBIs against his former team.
With the roof shut, the conditions will be comfortable here at Miller Park.
But I closed the roof because makes it kind of less likely for home runs to be hit.
Between the Oakland A's and the Milwaukee Brewers.
So we got Eduardo Rodriguez first start of the MLB season.
Eduardo Rodriguez, the Venezuelan
23-year-old, 6'2", 220.
What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, remember last year he had an ERA under 4. Very solid, very dependable.
After this, I'll be streaming the games to Twitch only, and I won't be posting the full game to YouTube. I'll be posting just highlights of 3 games, and then you can watch the series or the 3 games that I play, the highlights of them. And if you want to watch the full game, just visit Twitch.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1.
There will of course be a time frame of when you can watch it. I think it's like they said for 2 weeks after, I'm not sure.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. And EK,
my pitching difficulty is also, my hitting difficulty is
on a nice little run, winners of 4 of their last 5 ball games.
Yeah, and they started this series off with a blowout in game 1, so you can maybe use that old tired phrase, firing on all cylinders right now, because they're getting contributions from everybody on the roster.
Right.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. With that, here's Bob Melvin's lineup for the visiting Oakland A's. EK, any thoughts?
Well, one man
could really use a good start from a starter, because recently they have not been getting it deep into ball games.
I expect him to be aggressive at the
So
plate
I'll
as he looks
try to get
extend
Water
it
to go 7 if he does good.
And a high strike there, 0-1.
That first pitch is going to be key all night long. If he gets ahead early with the fastball, that's when he can get tough to figure out, especially with the arsenal that he has.
Oh, and that's a good sign right there.
And throughout highlight games, I guess I'll show you the top prospects, and you tell me whether you want them to be called up or not. Regardless, Arcia is getting called up at the All-Star break.
Chris Davis will come forward now as we give you a look at his home and away splits.
Because I'm currently not getting good enough production at a shortstop position in the major leagues.
0-1.
And he's doing pretty good in the minors, so I'm just going to call him up. Plus he's 70 overall at 21, so...
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. A little bouncer. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. A ball and 2 strikes, here it is. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And this is where he gets so tough. He's seen everything you've got, but you still got to make
slider
one more
missing
good
that
pitch to get
much.
him out.
Oh my.
And the slider misses here, so he runs the count full, 3-2. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away. And with that, let's take a look at the Brewers defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, one place you don't want to hit it is to the third baseman.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1 left for Oakland. And now the Brewers will get their first cuts. No score.
Like I said in the previous stream, I will not promise anything good because I have not played it since the previous stream.
Kendall Graveman is on the mound for game 2. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, left-handed hitters, they've had their way with him, hitting over 300 against him this season. We'll see if he makes any adjustments in this one.
Scooter Jeanette comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Key series, like teams that I might not play for like another year or 2. Like, probably won't play the Athletics next year. If I do, then it definitely won't show the next year's series.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Jeanette's going to turn for second. And he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double.
Well, he's right on the fastball here. You get a look. He gets that bat head out front and just rips this ball into the alley and right. Gets the inning started with a nice leadoff double.
Jonathan Villar gets his first shot now, and he's working on a modest 5-game hitting streak. He's ready. Here's the first offering. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1.
Got the last one, missed that one.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. And Eric, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
And it's been a less than amazing start to the road trip, too. They've won just 1 of their first 4 games, so they'll be looking to turn that around here.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Davis has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. And with that, time to take a glance at the starting 9 for these Brewers. What's the key to sending fans home smiling tonight, Steve?
This team has to be a small ball team. They're dead last in home runs. They're not hitting the ball out of the yard. They've got to find other ways to score. So work the count, get some walks, hit line drives and gappers, and that's how you win.
This is line to left, and he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
I was really thinking on that for him to miss it. See what I mean? We get first guy on.
I'll tell you what, my man gets some altitude on this dive. Go ahead and stop it right about there.
I'm sure you can send me lay off some pitches, but that's a good pitch for right-hander.
That's what you call selling out.
Here's Justin Morneau. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Shot foul over towards the coaching box.
Well, since I haven't played Grand Theft Auto in a while, I'll probably be posting video of that tomorrow. Probably just be a couple of races, because I love doing races on there.
Swing and a miss on the cut fastball, 1-2.
Doing a good
so
job
there should
right
be
there,
a couple of
tying him up
racing
inside.
and maybe
Got
some
air on
last
his hands
standing,
that time
last
before
2
he can
standing
get that
games
barrel
up
through the
tomorrow.
zone.
I'm not sure
Hit out towards second. Glove by Lowry. Throw on to Alonso takes care of him,
Those will be
and
up
that
sometime
ends the
tomorrow.
inning.
Or
Milwaukee
Tuesday.
leaves
I'm not
1
sure.
after 1.
Depends how
No
much
score.
homework I have.
Josh Reddick will get his first shot here. A couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Well, you're right. His last game was excellent,
You
but he
get
just
this
keeps
guy
adding to
slider
those
in control.
numbers
Wow,
over his last 10 games. He's
I can
been
get down to
hitting
control.
over
It's gonna be a
350.
weapon.
I'll take that anytime.
Swing and a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. And it's a fly out to start the second, 1 away.
Batting 6, the
And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central.
We're actually not too far out, though, from a wild card spot, so we could possibly push for a wild card spot this season. But I'm not expecting to make the playoffs. I want to try to pull 500, though.
Into the box, Billy Butler. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Into the windup and the pitch. Into the seats, 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field.
Nope.
Neuenhuis is going to get there as he backs up to put it away.
An outfielder that I would love to get via trade or off-season would be Bryce Harper.
Just isn't jumping off his bat. He's got a good pitch to hit right here. Looked like he put a good
Infield
swing on it,
would
but it just
be
didn't go anywhere.
Probably Joe Panic.
Yonder Alonso will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame last night.
Nolan Arenado.
First pitch on its way.
And
Grounded back up the middle. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
Oh my gosh.
And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
Might even have to call him up earlier if I want to see you playing.
Pitcher's probably 3/4 of the way back into the dugout, but then, not so fast. He's going to have to come back and do some more work now.
Jed Lowry will stand in now, and as you can easily tell from the splits, he's really struggled away from home. And this ball's hit sharply toward the first base coaching box. It's a foul ball. The 0-1 on its way. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Previous years I didn't really need RC at the time because I didn't move Jonathan Villard at third base yet. But now that I've already moved him and prepped for RC, I might just have to call him up already.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
But if Elliott Johnson is going to do that off the bench, Rivera is just going to have to be my bench guy earlier than I want.
Next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
When a pitcher's close to getting through a quick inning, this is where you really need to grind out your at-bats, especially as a bottom-of-the-order guy. So this is a good job so far.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Oh my gosh, that's not where I said I want it.
He's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance.
Throw it where I want it.
This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Line drive to left. Neuenhuis under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3.
Eduardo's going to be one of those guys that are pitch to
1.
contact, not really strikeout guys.
Second, no
so I'll
score.
have to adjust for that because I love strikeout guys. So far, so good for Rodriguez.
Elliott Johnson strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second
well
inning.
in the first inning, but then we couldn't get nothing going after him.
First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a liner, but this will be foul. Off the plate,
this will be the only stream tonight, however, because I need to do some stuff before tomorrow.
Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
Dang, White Sox are owning Washington National.
Will stand in. He too had 3 hits in the win last night.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Yes, I always power swing on the first one normally, and then I just go to contact or regular sweep.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Grounded to the right.
Got it right whenever it's
Lowry's got it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
It's going to be a quick inning.
Batting 7,
Ramon Flores will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all
You
that
guys have
kind
any
to him
ideas
as he
for
enters
center
play
field?
with
I'll
the
take
average
it.
down
Like,
in the
even
230s.
if I had to
And you
call
know,
up
he's
Red
coming into
Phillips
this one
early.
licking his wounds a little bit. His average on the season
Flores
is
ain't
still
really
good,
cutting it too
but he's
much.
really scuffled over the last month or so.
Look out, 2-0 now.
I think it's pretty simple. The message here is stop leaning out over the plate. Well, pitcher's got to be able to work inside, so that's just a reminder there.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. We'll move to the...
When you chop it to the right side, we'll just pull down.
Josh Begley steps in here to start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
Yeah, and you know, he's the number 9 hitter, but you got to go to the plate right now thinking like a leadoff guy. Just find a way to get on base, and then give those 1, 2, 3 guys a chance to drive you in or do something.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard to short. Johnson is up with it. And the throw here is in time. Very nicely done there at short for the first out.
Boy, that's a nice play up the middle right there, because this ball's hit sharply. But you can see him really stretch out to get it. Then just sort of take a few steps to steady himself, not rushing anything.
What up?
Makes that good throw on
Just subscribe to your YouTube channel.
Thanks for subscribing on my YouTube. What's up?
Stepping in now, Billy Burns. As he'll ground this one foul off to the right, it's strike 1.
This video will be on YouTube later too, because this is part of the series. It's just the first 2 games I'm playing with them. I'm posting all on YouTube. After that, it'll just be the highlight.
Swung on and hit in the air.
Get there, get there.
Flores giving chase.
There you go.
He makes the running play. 2 down.
You see this ball start slicing away from him toward the end here, but he winds up staying right with it and running it down.
Whew. Yeah, to choke that one out there.
Standing in now, Marcus Semien. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Oh, good spot on the black for strike 2.
Let's go, let's go.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Flores on the move. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
It's okay.
So he's quickly into scoring position now with a 2-out double here in the third. And with that, we take a look at the A's leaders in that category, and sure enough, his name is right there at the top.
And guys, that's
this guy had 2 RBIs in last game against us.
Usually the guy with the most doubles is also leading in other categories like runs or RBIs. He's a big part of their offense.
There.
And they go away here. It's a called strike. 0-2.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night.
Oh, he was early on that.
But they could never really cash him in. So you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again.
Is this your Brewers franchise?
Shot foul at the plate.
Yeah, this is my Brewers franchise.
Still 0-2.
This is the one for the YouTube, at least.
Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Santana. And that's
there we go.
Third out. Danger
so far, so good from Eduardo Rodriguez.
We're back to Wisconsin right after this. Domingo Santana will stand in now. Just a few ticks shy of the 300 mark for the season.
Well, he's been hitting really well over his last 10 games or so, and he's someone to watch out for in this one.
Here comes the first pitch. And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. Cut fastball, and it's by him 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Hit to short. Simeon's got it. And a rather easy first out. Settling in now, Rene Garcia, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Liner towards
Okay, you're just wondering because I just subscribed. Have you ever seen Pulp Fiction? It's an awesome movie. Just watched it.
I haven't watched it all, but I've seen parts of it.
Probably not going to be the last one we see either.
Scooter Gennett will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
No, I did not want to do
This
that.
has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And he lays off there 1-0.
That's one I should lead
That
off.
evens it up 1-1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. All away here to start the at-bat.
And that's fine, but you can't be afraid to work inside. You can jam this guy. Get him to roll over something. You don't have to strike him out.
Turned on down the line.
I was early on that.
Reach, but it's
I got
by him
lucky
as he
there.
couldn't quite get to that ball.
Ooh. That should be an error.
And this usually stems from a guy that's sitting on a fastball. So when he gets that changeup, normally he's so far out on his front foot, he'll just hook it foul. But instead, this time he's able to stay back, keep his hands back just long enough to keep this one fair right down the line.
I disagree with that call, but I'll take that.
Into the box now, Jonathan Villar.
Oh,
And he commits to the
hold your
pitch
swing,
inside,
man.
and he definitely went around. That's strike 1. And a sinker dips too low there.
Man,
Into the dirt, in
sinkers
fact.
are getting me today.
Bottom of inning number 3, nothing,
His
nothing
5
our score.
pitches. Snap.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Oh, come on, Villar. We needed some runs here.
Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. And a slider bounces, and that'll get on by.
There we go. Single, do it there, Villar.
And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
With 2 outs already, this isn't the end of the world from a defensive perspective, but now at least you bring in the possibility of an infield single.
I had to swing at it, though.
The runner
That was
from
going to be
third
a strike
crosses the
zone.
plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
Oh, he's safe.
Well, that's one way to get yourself on the scoreboard for the first time. They always say,
I didn't
get
know
that
it was
runner
safe.
home any way you can. And, well, this counts. It'll be scored an infield
It
single
took a
and
sweet
an RBI.
time.
In my Braves franchise, I drafted the CF with 9.4 potential, 7.4 overall, 2.01 ETA, and has really good hitting, fielding, and speed stats.
And he's back standing.
PR.
Simple throw over there.
Dang. It's a pretty good draft pick right there.
Here's Chris Carter now. And a pitch
I can
out,
show you my
nothing
draft
doing,
picks
though,
after
and
this,
that's
but I
ball
also
1.
have them in a previous stream, because I set them up to the draft and then start playing. I don't like playing early months because I like seeing a lot of stats, or at least a little bit of stats involved. Oh, I didn't know Villar had 87 speed.
Hard hit ball to second.
That's in the inning. At least we got a run, though.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. 2 hits lead to a run here for Milwaukee. 3 innings complete. The Brewers lead it 1-0. Leading off the inning, Danny Valencia, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1.
Okay, the Braves had the 3rd pick, so that helps.
Yeah, in this game I had, this season I had the 2nd pick or something like that. Or 5th. 2nd or 5th, I'm not sure. But I had a top 5 pick regardless.
Down the line, but this is a
I think I took a
foul
picture. I'm not sure.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
And sometimes this is all you have to do. Throw a ton of strikes and keep the ball in the yard. It's worked for him so far.
Stepping in, Josh Reddick. He flew out in his last at-bat. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one.
0-1 again, and he's at
What year is this in Just Wondering?
This is still the first season.
No wonder he's pitched so well.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Now the 0-2 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded by Jeanette. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. So with two gone here in the fourth, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the two starters. And both of these guys working in pretty much the same realm, just a 1 mile an hour differential from 94 down to 93.
Are you in high school because I am a junior?
Yeah, I'm a high school senior.
2 away now in the Oakland fourth, and that'll bring up the DH, Billy Butler.
Get there.
Back up the middle.
There we go, Johnson.
Is there.
All right,
let's
take it to the
gets
bench.
him to retire the side. So they go quietly here in this half inning. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Milwaukee leads it 1-0. Justin Morneau is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Let's go, Morneau.
Justin Morneau.
Nice, bro.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
I usually get better at hitting as the night goes on, but probably do some pre-games and stuff before stream the next game.
Sliced hard on the ground. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
And if you're just not noticing, yes, I did make the National League all DH because
nothing too
I love
special
DHs,
about a ground ball single up the middle here. But if you keep putting the ball in play like they've been doing, good things have a tendency to happen. We'll see if this gets them started.
Elliott Johnson in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. It wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
The left fielder, number 10,
Stepping in and ready for another shot.
This
Kurt
guy,
Neuenhuis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Well, I think it was a sinker that he rolled over last time up, and he's probably going to see that same pitch again. You got to wait for a mistake up in the zone against a guy like this.
And the throw will come to first, so the sacrifice works as planned.
Who should I trade Nick Markakis for any suggestions? I am thinking a hitting prospect of 2. I
would definitely try to get some prospects. That's the best route to go, since you're really building for the future with the Braves.
This is foul for the first.
So I would try to trade for some prospects, get rid of some money that I'm sure he's costing. That's my plans with Ryan Braun. Once he gets healthy, I'm gonna unload him for some prospects.
Swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
And then, of course, if they don't accept him for some prospects, just trade for him, he'll be ready, and then just trade away the money that they bring in.
Only going to be the first, so score it as an RBI ground out as the lead moves to 2-0 now.
Because right now I have about 30 million or 15 million, one of those two, I'm not sure. I have about one of those two, and then after Ryan Braun gets traded, that's going to be about 20 million more free.
They love to play an aggressive
more free money right there.
And it gets them a run right there.
Into the box, Domingo Santana. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline.
By him.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over.
Extra run, though.
2 hits lead to a run here for Milwaukee.
Playing some small ball tonight.
4 full.
Last night was long
it's
ball.
The Brewers 2, and the A's nothing.
I don't think I streamed yesterday, but
Yonder Alonso, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Tonight.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
The problem is Nick is hitting over 320, so it's kinda hard to trade him, but he is 3-2 so.
Yeah.
You can see the catcher get out of his crouch.
That would be kind of a problem. But I was saying, as long as he's producing, I would keep him, but then again, you also gotta take into consideration that he's also getting old. So,
Here's Jed Lowry now.
I don't know.
As he'll look at a fastball.
Ryan Braun is probably going to do good, but I'm going to
0-1.
trade him because I need the money for this offseason because I'm trying to build a young team.
If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game because right now they just seem out of it.
I mean, I can allow for my pitchers and my bullpen to be older, but as far as my fielding positions, I like to keep them fairly young.
Set to deliver on 2-1. Heading out towards shallow right.
No,
Santana sprinting after it, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Yeah, this one looked like one of EK's 4-irons. He just kind of shanks this thing right down the right field line, but he manages to drop it just inside the chalk line, and that's a thing of beauty.
On the ground towards second. Jeanette is there. One there.
Oh, what was
on
that,
Carter,
Johnson?
it's a
Holy
double
cow.
play, and the inning is
Almost
over.
threw that into the
4-6
Golly.
3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more on our Wednesday night showcase right after this.
Rodriguez is pitching a lot more better though than what was his face? Chase Anderson.
Yeah, me too. Do you have a Twitter?
Renee
yeah, I have a
Garcia
Twitter. I have it
comes to
linked
the
on my
plate
YouTube
as we
channel.
get started here in the bottom of the fifth.
Catcher, Renee Garcia.
First offering on its way. Drilled on the
So
ground to
just go
short.
to the
Taken
YouTube
in
channel,
by
and
Simeon.
there should be a
Throws
Twitter
in
link.
time, and that's out number one.
The second baseman, number 2.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Slapped hard.
There we go,
opposite way.
Jeanette, 3 for
And
3.
again, he's got himself a base hit. Make it 3 for 3.
Well, I think I'm about ready to declare his cold streak over. He's broken out of it in a big way here. His third hit of the ball game, and he looks as good as gold to my eyes.
Okay, cool, I will follow you, dude.
Steps in, working on a
All right,
1-for-2 game so far.
I'll probably be streaming again tomorrow if you have any free
Below the
time or
knees,
anything.
1 ball, no strikes.
Can't
Pretty
guarantee
good
any
speed here
time.
coming out of that left-handed
It'll
batter's
be
box.
sometime
So
after 5
it's no
o'clock
sure
probably,
thing that a ground
Central
ball
Time.
means a double play.
The 1-0 delivery. Hit
Oh,
hard
I
to the
should
right
not have
side.
swung. Oh, that
And he
guy's
whiffs
lucky.
on it as this ball's right under his glove.
Can you make it to second? Can you make it? Can you make it? Yo, he's safe. There we go.
Well, the average is clearly not where he wants it to be, but you
There
wouldn't
goes
know
the
it
law.
was that swing right there. Pitch selection
it
is
should have been a
no
double
problem
play, but
for
there
him,
we go.
This is right out over the plate, and this might help him get back into a positive state of mind.
We're getting lucky tonight.
Here's Chris Carter now. As he
Oh,
swings and
that's
gets this one
Bye-bye,
foul off
baby.
to the right and out of play. 2 runs, 7 hits, 1 error thus far in the game for Milwaukee. To short.
Oh, that's a run though. That's a run.
Throw to first is in
Can't
time,
argue
but
with that.
meanwhile the runner
This
is
is a
in to
run.
score.
And this is just good baseball here all around.
Not trying to be a stalker or anything, but are you from the US? If so, what state? I am from Michigan.
It's not much of a stalker thing.
Justin
It's just,
Morneau will dig in. 1
I don't
for
really
2.
mind. I'm
He
from
grounded out
Missouri.
the first time and followed
I'm
that
not gonna
with a
go
base
much
hit in
further,
his
but I'm in
second plate
Missouri.
appearance. First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
Oh, I'm
He
gonna
can't
test
knock
it.
this
I'm
one
testing
down
it.
as it zips right
Oh,
by
he's
him into
out.
left.
That's a bad
Throws
test.
there, and he is out.
We got
on a
another run, though.
beautiful
I
throw
shouldn't
as
have
he just
tested
came
it.
up firing that time.
That's Chris Davis.
Brewers forced to settle for one. 5 innings complete. Brewers are out in front, 3-0. Billy Burns will come in now to begin their half of the 6th, and it's been a struggle for them so far. Just 3 hits through the first 5 innings.
And that's certainly not going to be enough to get the job done. And as the scoreboard bears out, if they want to get back in this game, I think this is the inning that it needs to start happening.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Drilled to the right side. And
that's cool. I have a friend who lives in Missouri.
Oh, that's cool.
One of the first times tonight that they've had their leadoff man on base. Now they've got to find a way to build on it if they want to get back in this thing.
Here's a look over to first, and the runner will get back standing.
Keeping him close.
Marcus
I take it you're a fan of the Royals or Cardinals then.
Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally.
And I was a fan before the World Series run.
But
like a lot of people nowadays.
As long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
A swinging bunt out in front of the plate.
Don't. Try to cancel it. I tried to cancel it. And then let me cancel.
And the throw back in is a wild one.
Rene Garcia. That's why you're not the starting catcher.
Chris Davis will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here
As
with a
of right
runner
now,
in scoring
catcher.
Yeah, and it's been a long time.
Tigers.
They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far.
I expect
Maybe
you to
this
be
will be the
Tigers.
time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
And they'll start
One
him
of the
with a
teams
high strike here on the fastball on the
vicinity.
outside corner. It's 0-1. So now, after very few problems the first few innings, he's got
throw that
himself into
home.
quite a pickle here.
Nah, you ain't getting no runs yet.
It's the top of this lineup.
Oh, what is that throw? How are you gonna miss that throw? Oh
Tagged out
my
at the
gosh.
plate, so a costly decision there.
Oh my gosh.
And he is in there with their
How do you
first
miss
run,
that?
and it's cut to
Oh my
3-1 now.
goodness.
Danny
Ooh,
Valencia will
how
stand
do you
in
miss
now.
that throw?
He flew out in his
How?
first time around.
I could
He
make
was
that
a
throw.
strikeout victim last
That
time.
was no pressure throw,
This
and
is
you
hit
missed
down
it
the
by
right
a mile.
field line, but it's
Boy.
going to get out of play for strike one.
I'm not even sure. Was that the freaking catcher that threw that? Oh, that's ugly.
Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Who is this? Valencia?
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he
Who's
takes
next?
it for a ball.
Reddick. Might as well go after Valencia.
Damn, the struggles are
Line
real.
hard
Emoji
toward
face
right
with
center.
tears of
And
joy.
that's it.
He missed this.
For a
Okay, this
one-out
thing is
hit.
going from
And
bad
this
to
will
worse.
find
They
the
might score
wall
3
out
runs.
near
this
the
thing.
visitors' bullpen. The
Oh,
run
boy.
scores from second.
We're gonna
It's
walk
now
the
a
next player.
3-2 contest.
We're gonna have a mound visit and walk the next player. Oh
I
boy.
gotta tell you, I love the way this guy just lets it rip. Ahead in the count, behind in the count, it really doesn't matter
Wow.
to this guy.
You didn't have to do
He's just
super
gonna
right.
go up
You
hacking,
could have just got
and he
in front of
drives
the
in a
ball.
run right here as he just
You have to do all
drills
that
this one
special
to
stuff.
2 bases.
Gosh. I mean, I almost got 7 out of him. We're gonna start to warm up soon though. Tyler Clifford, you're getting warmed up.
Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander
Intentional
loosen up.
walk.
And here's ball 4 now on the intentional
I
walk.
think
So
the
that'll
next
set
guy's
up the double
right-handed
play
bat, but
possibility with 1 gone.
at this
For
point,
as
I need a
hot
guy
as
at
this
first. I
guy's
can try
been
to pull off
recently,
double play.
This is a no-brainer. Take
Gosh.
the bat out of his hands any
Oh,
chance
Billy
you
Butler
get.
too. What
So
am I getting
striding
myself
in,
into?
Billy Butler, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
No. I'm gonna leave him in to face Billy. If they score, it's on me. It's on me.
Trying to hold the lead. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Fly
Oh
ball
boy.
out toward left
That's a
center
fly out.
field.
Come on, get there.
Flores is in pursuit.
Oh, they might get a
He
runner at
hauls it
third.
in without any
Nope.
trouble, and
Okay.
there are 2 away.
Might escape this inning with the lead still.
Could
If
I
we
add you
do.
on PSN or
That ball was
LOL?
hit well, and it might have been a different story if he beat
Yeah,
it.
sure. I
Instead, he
guess
hit to the right part of
the same
ballpark,
as my
and
Twitch
he's
name and
retired.
YouTube name. So
Yonder
go
Alonso
ahead and add me.
strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. The pitch,
How are you
a
missing
fastball
that?
off his glove, and it
oh
bounds
my
away.
gosh. I'm done with this catcher. I'm putting Maldonado.
And he'll make it to third here on what will likely be ruled a passed ball.
Boy, and the defense has really let him down here in this inning.
I ain't having this
They've
no
been
more.
hit with an error already. Now, a pass ball.
Martin Maldonado is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate.
Number 12.
Come on, Maldonado. We need to get out of this, son.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Hit hard on the ground.
Catch that. Get it there.
Throw on
Thank
to
you.
first, and they're
Oh
able
my
to escape
gosh.
the monster inning
Holy
as the side
cow.
is retired. So 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error in the
That's a
inning, and 2
horrible
men
inning.
left on
2
base.
errors.
The 5, 6, and 7 slots due up in the bottom of inning number 6. The Brewers lead it 3-2. Elliott Johnson gets things started.
Okay, I will send a friend request. Do you play Call of Duty Black Ops 3?
Yeah, I play Call of Duty. It's I have a couple videos up. I streamed earlier today, but it was really horrible.
Hard hit ball to second. That's in for a base hit, and he's
Come on, we
2
need
for
to run
3.
back. You stay. I might make you still. But yeah, I play Call of Duty. I play other games. This is just what I've been playing a lot lately because it's newer. I will not ever play Dark Souls.
Here comes
though.
Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout.
Destiny.
And it looks as though that's going to be all
So I
for
have
his
the
starter here
Division,
tonight.
Star Wars, Call of Duty.
He'll wind up lasting
Madden,
just
FIFA,
5 innings here.
this
Didn't
game.
pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Ryan Dull will take over on the mound now here in the 6th inning.
I wonder if one of those runs are going to be
Kirk
unearned.
Neuenhuis
Because that
will
was
be
a
the
bunch
first
of
to
room.
stand in against the new pitcher as he'll do so with the runner at first and nobody out. He's set. Here it comes. Oh, and a
trying to
hearty
hit him
cut
run
there
right
to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Hard hit ball towards the hole. In there, the base hit.
I think it's, no outs. Who's up next?
Textbook start to the inning right there. Back-to-back hits.
Dude, I got over a 2-0 KD and Ken Quickscope. I love baseball go.
Yeah.
Ramon Flores
I don't have that
will
good of a
stride
KD.
forward
I have
now.
like
He's bounced
1.4
out a
or
couple of
something
times
like that.
already here in the ball game.
And I can
Just a
quick scope
little
little
off on
bit,
his
but not
earlier
much.
swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
Sacrifice
There we go.
attempt here.
Yeah,
The tag
oh.
gets one, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Yeah, a nice job there to give himself up. You see they put the tag on him as he's running to first. That moves 2 guys
Yeah, come
into
on,
scoring
Domingo.
position now. Only 1 out.
So I need to get in an extra run again. We don't have to do too much. Let's just get a single up the middle.
In now, Domingo Santana. Oh, this is
Oh,
hit
that's not
hard
gonna
towards
work.
second.
Oh,
Throw on to
okay.
first, 2 gone.
Man, this is just a small ball type game for us.
Well, this is a pretty hard hit ball, and I thought for a second that he might have had a shot at the plate. But he thinks about it for a second and takes the sure out instead. And that allows that runner to come in and score.
I mean, they play even for defensive, but let's try to get that run in.
Martin Maldonado is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That
Check
could have
that
been
blue
trouble.
When in leading. Rodriguez straddles at all, he's getting pulled.
The 1-0 delivery. That's by him for strike 1.
About to
4
say, look at
runs,
this
10
scoreboard.
hits, and 2 errors
All of it
thus far
starting in
from
the third,
Milwaukee.
and 1 run at least every inning since. They got 2 runs obviously last inning.
Hit on the ground to
Oh,
short.
that's not good.
Oh, and he
That's on me.
can't come up with it.
Well, I have been playing COD for a while. You will get a lot better. Last year I had a 175, now a 2-1.
7th inning
Yeah,
coming up. It's the
I've been
Brewers
playing
4
since MW2,
and
it's
the
just-
A's 2.
I don't know. Depends on the Call of Duty, I guess. Black Ops I've done pretty good on all of them, but
Back here at Miller
Modern
Park
Warfare
in
was up and
Milwaukee.
down
We're
on all
on to
of
the
them.
7th now with
So,
the Brewers out on
and
top. If you're
I
joining us
hated
late,
to
good
love
time to
Ghost.
get caught up as there's
I
our
love
game
Black Ops
summary
3
to
though,
this
because
point.
it's really a lot easier than previous ones. If you want to
Jed
be
Lowry
honest, it's
is
pretty
set to
easy
get us
compared to
started
previous
for the
games.
late innings of this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Lowry.
Same.
Swinging a ball line
Oh,
hard towards
woo!
short.
There you go,
Leaps
Johnson.
high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Oh, you know this
Trying to
ball
say
had
you
base
deserve
hit
to
and
be
was
up
all
instead
over.
of,
And for
what's
as
his
hard
name,
as it was
her?
hit, it may have even made it into the alley. But that's a
There
nice
we go.
short
NW
to
to
get
hype.
all the way up there and just pull this thing down for the out.
Stepping in now, Josh
I didn't know
Fenley.
Johnson can leave like
He'll
that.
go after the first pitch
But
and
yeah, this
bounce
is
one
Rodriguez's
foul for
last
the
inning.
first strike.
I'm going to the bullpen after him.
7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score.
So he's doing exactly what I wanted so far.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Unless he absolutely dominates. Unless he absolutely dominates.
Great starting pitching, and this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Striding into the box, Billy
I caught you
Burns.
at home
He
plate
singled
last
his
time.
last time up.
Well, and everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
This ball's hit in the air down
Is
the right
Johnson a
side
former
and
minor
out of
leaguer?
play. 0-1.
Johnson, he's had a long road. He's like 32. He's played for the Braves. He's
0-1,
played for
here's
the
the
Royals. I think
And
the
he misses
Orioles.
with
I'm
it
not sure.
1-1. Not the
But he's
first
been
time
all
he's
over
felt
the
the
MLB,
squeeze
I
tonight.
think.
Yeah,
He's a
he's
switch
looking at it
hitter.
saying,
He can play
what do I gotta
shortstop
do to get a
and
strike?
left and right field, I think.
2 out, nobody on.
So he's not really the worst player you can get. So that's why I have him as my
Little behind
platoon
on that
guy
swing,
for
and
now.
now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate.
But he definitely was not my leaguer right now. His overall would indicate that he should be a minor leaguer, which is where he will be once I
Push to
call
the
up
right
Garcia.
side. And a
Unless he
little
outplays
self-preservation
Rivera.
down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the
But
A's.
so far in this
Still
game, he has
down
an
by a count
error,
of
and then he
4-2.
has that nice catch right there. So, up and down game for him.
Scooter Jeanette steps into the box
This
as
guy,
the leadoff
I never
hitter here in
normally
the
do
bottom
good
of
with
the
him, but
7th.
last
He's
2 games
already
have been
been
pretty
on
good.
base 3 times in this ball game, so let's see if he can do it one more time.
Inside
Oh, Chris
with the
Johnson,
slider,
you
and
didn't
that'll back
recognize
up a
him
bit.
because they
I think
don't
he was
have
trying to
his
get
real
that
face.
slider in on his hands, but
There's-
I don't think he meant for it to get in that far. I think he just released it a
Yeah.
little too late.
Well, this one's Elliott.
2-0.
Looks like they're showing a bit more respect to that guy up there. And that's what a 3-for-3 ball game will do for you.
Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Throw on to first in
It's a
time.
power
one away.
swing and he breaks his bat.
Oh, you know right now on his way back to the dugout, he's got to be thinking, oh, why did you have to break one of my good gamers? Man, it's done me so good already today. I still had a lot more hits than that one.
Alright.
Into the box now, Jonathan VR. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike
VR
one.
has some surprising pop that time. To me. So I didn't really follow him. He has
The
some
0-1
surprising pop, and he's a switch hitter.
Short, hit
which
hard.
I love switch
Simeon's
hitters.
there.
Oh,
In time to
Simeon.
first, and there are 2 away.
I know you have a good arm, but now you can
This
actually
guy's
field
one of
something?
those
Oh,
God.
never mind, you said used to play for the Braves, so I thought Chris Johnson.
Oh no,
These are
Chris
the guys that
Johnson.
keep you in the ball games, and
That's an
doing the
old
job
man right
here.
there now. He's like, what, 36 or something now?
Chris Carter will
think he's
stand
retired.
in. One of the few guys not to join
I'm
the
not
hit
sure.
parade so far.
There he plays
Yeah,
for
guys, he's got to
Miami.
be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the
I don't
rest of the
remember,
family's
but he's pretty
inside
old.
by the fire. I
Are
guess
you
it's just
using
not seeing what everyone else
OSFN15
is.
Checked his
rosters?
swing there. Did
I'm
he
not
go
using the
around?
1.5
No, says the first base
because I
umpire.
just
Ball
said,
1.
screw it, I'm not going to restart it. I'm using the 1.0. But I plan on
Hit hard,
starting
back
another
up a little.
rebuild franchise
And the inning
with a
will
different
continue
team
as that's through for a
with the
2-out hit.
version 2. And I think it was
Good job
in
here.
a video that
Offense
should be
inside
up
the
by now.
ball
It should be
well,
up
doesn't
soon.
roll over and just shoots
Or
this ball
tomorrow.
right back up the middle.
But it's going to be a video that has some options that my viewers can vote on, which I don't have a ton, but they can vote on to pick who
Here's
I should play
Justin
with
Morneau.
next. Because I plan on
High
playing
and
with
deep to
more.
left center field. Looking up is Davis.
Gone.
And
There we
this
go.
one is gone. A home run.
No, still popping over there. It's like 35.
A two-run home run off the bat of Justin Morneau as they open it up to 6-2 now.
Well worth like $2 million or whatever I paid you.
Wow, he has proven to be a real nuisance in the first 2 games of this series. A home run in last night's ball game, and now another one here.
Fernando
I'm gonna have to warm up Greg Holland
looking
tonight.
to get the final out now here in this 7th inning. Elliott Johnson will stand in, and I've got to think these add-on runs here will really make it difficult to come back from.
For a couple days.
And that's how they've done it all game long. They haven't really
For
had
your
a
AL rebuild, you should rebuild the Angles or Athletics. There isn't really a rebuild in the AL this year.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking about the Athletics. I have that as one of my options.
Fortunately, he's able to stick with it
I
and
think
get
he was
the out
safe.
at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. But the Brewers do get 2 on this 2-run home run.
I put up the Athletics and the Rays as an
it's
option.
The Brewers 6 and the A's
Forgot what other
2.
team, though. Some other team. Oh yeah, the Twins, but I didn't want to pick them anyways. So I put them up as option.
Leading off the
And
inning,
then
Marcus
in the
Semien.
National League, I
They'll
think the
need him to get
Phillies.
something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they
I don't know,
need
it's
to
all in the
start
video.
clawing their way back.
It's all past knowledge now. Maybe stretch him 8
High
innings.
fly ball out to straightaway center. Flores is there.
Save my bullpen.
Looks it into
Put in
his
Parker
glove,
because he
and
has
there's one
pitched
gone.
this year once.
The left fielder, number
And a
2.
look there at the starter comparison, telling the story of the ball game. One guy still
Okay, so
going and pitching well.
Angles
The other one
really only
long
have
since
Trout and
departed for
Pratt.
the showers.
Yeah. They have CJ Cron too. I like how he looks at first base.
Chris Davis will
But
stand
that
in
is
for
about
the
all they
4th
have.
time now.
I
Still
think they
looking
have
for his first hit of the
Andrelton
ball game.
Simmons too now
And he's
from
not
the
the only
Braves.
one either. This has been a great pitching
So, I
performance
mean, they
so
have
far.
some
They've had these guys
pieces
chasing their
to
tails
look
all
forward
game
on.
long.
But they could be interesting.
Angles have the worst farm system in baseball too, LOL.
Yeah, they do have a bad farm system. And that would only take like 2-3 drafts with MLB to show to rebuild. Because
Watches a fastball right there.
really, you
for
don't even
strike
have
one.
to scout most
Yet
of the game
again,
time with
another
this.
first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason
I've already
why
did like
he's
some
having the
pre-sim
success he is. You
franchises,
establish
and
the
you
count
really
in your
don't have
favor
to
right
scout
away,
too
and
much.
it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
It's like all the previous games, then you make it to where you have
And
to
another
scout.
foul ball. The
Oh,
fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2
this
now.
is definitely his last inning if he even makes it through.
And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
If anyone wants to know where this
That
pitcher
slider's
came
been
from,
an
he's from the
effective
Red
pitch for him,
Sox.
no doubt. As you take a look there,
I forgot how much I had to give up
like so
for him. I might look at that real fast.
Danny Valencia.
I don't think I had to
will
give
stand
up
in
too
now with
much
2
for
away,
him.
needing to really get something started
I'll
here.
look into that after
And
this
their
game.
Simmons
chances
is
to get
good.
back into this ball game are
Yeah,
growing
Simmons is good.
dimmer by the batter.
I don't understand why the Braves
Starts him out
traded
with a
him
strike
away. I
on the
understand
outer
they're not going to be in
He's now thrown a
contention for a
first
few
pitch
years.
strike to about
I still don't
80% of the
understand why they
batters
traded
he's
him away,
faced,
though.
and that is just pounding the strike zone. He's pitching so well, and this game's getting late.
Hot
that's
shot
foul.
down the line. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Me being biased, of course, though, my favorite shortstop
Hit
is
hard toward the right
Alcides
side.
Escobar.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Around
Second
first,
favorite
heading
would
for
be
second
Jose
now.
Iglesias. Or Iglesias,
And he'll make
however
it
you
in there
pronounce
with
it.
a 2-out double.
And after going hitless in last night's ball game, he's turned things around here. That's his 2nd hit of the ball game, and he's in at second
Alright, that's
base
gonna
with
be
a
much
well-hit
better.
double.
Lift that in the middle-ish. Clippers for 1 out, maybe.
Here comes the Milwaukee skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he receives a nice ovation from this home crowd, departing after surrendering just 1 earned run. Tyler Clippard will enter the
Whenever I
ballgame
build
out
my
of the pen as
rotation,
he'll look to get the
I like
final
to
out
have
here in the
a
top
great
of inning
lefty,
number 8.
and I think Rodriguez will be my great lefty of the future. Hopefully. Can't really tell since this is the first year.
Josh Reddick will stand
Cliff
in
Raiders
now in
probably
what
is going
could
to be
be a
here for a year
real
or
make or
two.
break situation.
I don't like keeping relievers
At this point,
past
you have
33,
to get something out of
34.
this inning. The further you get into that bullpen,
Because then their
the
stamina
tougher it's
gets
going to
really,
be to
really
claw
low.
back from this deficit.
In there at the knees, strike one. Well, we'll give you a look there at the
Oh,
graphic.
that's a strike.
He stands at second with his 13th double of the year. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Ready with the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. One left for Oakland.
But,
they still trail here.
once this game's in, like I said, I'll go check out previous transactions so I can refresh my mind on them since it's been a couple days. And then
Kirk Neuenhuis steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Ones.
Eduardo Rodriguez, he is a beast young player.
Yeah, he
They
is.
traded Simmons for that Newcomb kid. He is compared to John Lester and Eric Abar. You just...
Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
Oh
That
boy,
thing's
this guy's
coming in there
flames,
hot.
96.
96 miles an hour.
Sharply hit ball back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center field, so he's got himself a leadoff single.
Fernando Rodriguez.
Boy, I'll tell you, these are the scary ones for a pitcher. This is going to give you a pretty good angle right here because this ball is hit so hard, and it's just about right at him. I mean, there's no time to do anything out there. He's pretty lucky that one didn't get him because...
Okay, come on, Ramon. There's something out of you tonight. If you want to keep that center
into the box,
job.
Ramon Flores. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike one.
It's the only thing I love about rebuilding franchises. I don't have a problem with releasing or trading any of them. Besides the select few, but still. Most of them I don't have a problem with.
He pulls this one
There
into
we go.
right, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Here. Not good average, though.
Domingo Santana will step
No
in.
one is
A
a much
ground
more
out
quick.
victim his last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. A look
We're
here at
getting
the
a lot of
hits
hits
per
against
side
Athletics,
here
but
in
then
the
again,
late
it's
going.
Athletics, so had like 23 in the previous game.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground.
Eduardo
And
should
this
have
one
higher
falls, so he'll get
potential in
another
this
shot.
game.
First and
Last
second
year
here
when
with
he was a
nobody out.
prospect he had a...
Yeah, he should have a higher potential. But then again,
Looked like he was on that one,
seems
but
like
it's
any
1-2.
pitcher that originates out of a hitter's ballpark has lower potential because they pitch in a hitter's ballpark. That's
Ripped
just how
on
it
the
seems.
ground to first.
Another double play
There's
from
one.
Santana. Hey.
On to first, and it's a well-turned 3-6-1 double play, and quickly there are two gone.
Martin Maldonado.
Martin Maldonado stands
Martin,
in.
whatever.
He's 0 for 1
Okay.
after grounding out. Not
Oh,
his
whatever.
best effort that time. It's strike one.
And if you're going to go after that pitch, you got to be thinking right field. I think he just pulled off of that one a little.
Oh.
Chop foul right at home plate. Swung on in the dirt
that's
for the
horrible.
third strike.
That's on me.
The throw to first is in time,
Oh, well.
and the inning is over.
Let's get this
Billy
game
Butler
over
will
with.
start us out
What
when we
difficulty
return.
do you play on?
Ninth inning coming up. The Brewers
Pitching
lead this one
is all-star
6-2.
difficulty, and then hitting is veteran because I cannot hit worth
And
shit
there
on
is
all-star.
Billy Butler now. He'll be charged with trying to get on board, leading off the ninth.
Butler.
Riley Parker.
Jared
Go against your
Parker
former
will
team.
come on now, hoping to wrap this one up here in the top of the ninth.
I guess I'll stretch Holland until you allow a run if you allow one.
Billy Butler will start things off here in the ninth. No sign of the closer just yet here in a 4-run ball game.
Yeah, and I think they'd love to get him a day off here, so they're going to hope that his services aren't required to finish this one off.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
That's his strength. He wants to try and come in and jam you, so you've got to be ready to try and turn on something.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike 1.
Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets
So far,
underway.
Parker's doing pretty good.
I'll remind you folks that
Sorry about
coming
that.
up after the ball game,
Just going real
comprehensive
fast.
highlights from the contest tonight as we look back on all the action right here on the show.
I like the movement on those
Alonso
pitches from
will
Parker.
stand in, needing to do something
He's going to
here
be
to
the
get
long,
on
the
base as they're
second
down
long
to their
reliever,
final
because I
2
just
outs.
signed him.
Yeah, and you just
Can
can't
you
worry
show
about
your
the score
draft
right
picks?
here. You just gotta
Yeah,
be
I'll show them
string
after this
together a
game.
couple of base runners and take 'em
Because
one pitch at a
I forgot
time,
them
one
already,
runner at a
honestly.
time.
Neuenhuis
Oh, look at
is gonna
St.
get
Louis
there
on
as
that
he backs
scoreboard.
up to put it
13 runs
away,
and
and there
25
are
hits.
2 gone now.
It's like what I did last night.
This is a
Or
situation
not last
where
night, 2
a
days ago.
home run here
Yesterday.
isn't going to tie the game. He's got to work
That's
on
what I
just
did in
getting
yesterday's
down on the
video.
ball and hopefully trying to get on base. Instead,
Alright,
it's
Parker.
just an
Then
easy
you
fly
can give
ball in
Palmer
a
a
game
night
where
off.
they're
That'd be
running out of
nice.
outs.
First pitch of the at-bat. Just gets a piece of it, strike 1.
Honestly, I see Parker as being a potential starter, but I'm going to see how he does in the
0-1
bullpen
count
first.
and the
'Cause
pitch.
he has the stamina to be a starter,
Tap foul
but
at home plate.
I want to see how his
And now a
pitches
crowd
does.
reported
So
at over
hopefully,
28,000 rise
I know it's
to their
bad, but
feet.
hopefully one of my pitchers does bad coming up, so I can see what Parker does.
And he
But
missed
as
with
I
it. It's
said,
1-2.
But you don't
if
wanna
you
get
want to watch
caught
the
looking
full
on the
game,
fly
it'll be
ball.
on Twitch.
So that's a tough pitch to lay
Most
off.
of the time, if it's a series that if it's a team the Brewers don't normally play, I'll have them.
Chop foul
I'll have
at
that
plate.
game
It'll
posted.
remain
But
1-2.
if it's just a game that we normally play, like in division teams, I won't do
It's a
that.
shame what happened to Jared Parker in real life, retiring like 2-7 because he blew out his arm.
Good win for these guys.
Yeah, I feel bad for
Some
Parker.
confident
He
baseball
was
out
showing
there
some
right
true
now. That's
potential.
their 4th win in
That's
a
why I
row.
like signing
They've
him,
got
but
things firing on all
I don't think he's
cylinders.
gonna be on the future games anymore, which kind of sucks because I love Parker. He's always done good for me. I always picked him up with my Royals franchise. He always did good. But hey, we take a 2-game sweep here. In this game, the entire game of this is going to be on YouTube. Of course, I don't expect everybody to watch the whole game. You can skim through it, skip through it, watch the top plays and stuff. I don't really care. This is also for me to watch, so I don't see why it says Brewers lead 1-0, because I won the other game too. Get your stuff together. I think Jared Parker did pretty good in that 9th inning. If one of my pitchers continues to struggle, I'll
And guys,
probably put
little
him in
doubt that the big bat
rotation.
here tonight belonged to this gentleman right here, Justin
Yeah,
Morneau.
2 straight nights.
Talk about a worthy recipient. He's our tops player.
I like
I
it.
have commented like
Yeah,
2-0
no question
sometimes
he was up out
lol.
there. You see the 3 hits, including a home run. Without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
I think Jeanette should have been the player of the game in the last one. If anyone watched that, he should have been the player of the game. And he played good enough to be player of the game this time, but he just didn't drive in any runs. Probably would have been if Morneau didn't hit that home run again. So Morneau hitting home runs takes away from Jeanette being player of the game 2 straight. Great.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show.
6-2.
For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Brewers win it 6-2. Good night from Milwaukee.
Alright, and as I normally do, I'm going to play the highlights, so if anyone on YouTube just wants to watch the highlights, just skip to the end or whatever.
6 runs on 14
Here's the
hits,
highlights.
2 errors. They left 6 men on base.
Oh, I forgot all about that amazing play right there. That pissed me off.
Hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base.
I was about to score in the inning. It doesn't happen probably.
A reminder that extra post-game
Yeah, this game is all mainly
service
small
is
ball,
available
except
on
for that
Route
home
90,
run.
running downtown along Wisconsin Avenue,
That's a close
as
play.
well as trolley service on the Lake Route, also along Wisconsin Avenue.
Flores. I didn't know he got that RBI. Well, his position is still up for grabs, I would say. Especially Kirk Neuenhuis. I think we might start adding music over this part of the video for the viewers on YouTube if they watch this. Because I can't see myself doing commentary over these since I did it throughout the game. I don't know, it might just be easier to post every game. I don't care. Make for long videos.
What type of music do you listen to? Just wondering.
I listen to all types of music. Except for country though. I listen to a little bit of it, but not too much. And then, I forgot, there's some other type of music I don't listen to, but I listen to almost anything. Almost. Oh yeah, I don't listen to metal. Get that out of here. If you like metal, that's cool with me, but I don't listen to it at all. Alright, that's enough of highlights. If you want to watch them, just watch the game. One click. Exit. Alright. So, another pretty good hitting game. Kinda sucks they took off the music being played on the stream through the game. Terrence Gore.
I listen to rap hip-hop. I am big into Logic and Kendrick Lamar.
I like Kendrick Lamar. Alright, show you my draft picks real fast.
Hello there, baseball fans.
I think
Let's
that was my
recap
first
what
pick,
went
wasn't
down
it?
around the league on Wednesday.
I
In
guess
the
it goes
National
in
League
order,
Central,
so that was
the
my first
Milwaukee
pick right
Brewers
there.
completed a short
Carlos
two-game
Solanes,
sweep as they
he was a
grabbed the
big
win against the
upset.
visiting Athletics,
His
6-2.
projected to be higher, but
The
whatever.
Chicago Cubs
That's my
combined
fault
for
for not
10 hits as
scouting.
a team as they got the best of the
This right
Phillies in
fielder,
Citizens Bank Park,
that's left, which I
6-3.
love left-handed batters
The
because I have a lot of
Cardinals got
righties.
18 hits as they
He
ran
has
over the
good power
Reds,
potential looks,
13-5.
like batting against righties.
The New York Mets amassed 14 hits in the game as they defeated the
Good
Pirates at
fielding
PNC
and arm
Park
strength.
5-4.
Decent speed,
The
not
Arizona
great.
Diamondbacks allowed 5 hits in the game as they
I
beat
need to
the
work on
visiting
that
Rays
vision,
6-1.
discipline, and
The
clutch,
Rockies
though.
knocked out
He's
10
definitely
hits
going
as
to
a
spend a
team
few
as they
years in the
pushed past
minors
the Dodgers at Chavez
to get that
Ravine
stuff up,
3-1.
and then he'll get called up.
The San Diego Padres
That's
smacked
definitely going to be
15
that
team
future
hits
right
as they
fielder.
pulverized the
I don't know if
Braves
I'll keep him in
9-3.
right field,
The Red Sox
because I want to try to
launched
get
3
Bryce
home
Harper
runs
if he
as
makes
they
a
got
free
the win over the
agency in
Giants
a
in San
couple
Francisco
seasons.
5-2. The Angels put
Miguel
together 10 hits total
Velez,
as they took
or
down
should
the
I trade
Yankees
for
in the
Bryce
Bronx
Harper?
4-3.
Because I want Bryce Harper.
Eric Hosmer had an outstanding 5
That's my
hits at the
dream.
dish as the Royals claimed the victory over the Orioles 12-5.
Oh yeah, and
He is
whenever I look for
currently among the
pitchers, starting
RBI
pitchers
leaders in
at
the
least, they
American
need to
League.
have 4 pitches, or else
The
I ain't
Chicago White
drafting them or
Sox got
picking
12
them up in
hits in
free
this one
agency.
as they bested the
They have
visiting
to have
Nats
4,
9-5.
at least.
The
I
Blue
hate 3
Jays combined for 10 hits as a
pitchers.
team as they took down the Tigers
I
in
don't know
Detroit
why. Even if
3-1.
they're good pitches, I
The
hate it.
Miami Marlins cracked 14 hits overall as
He
they
looks pretty
defeated the
good.
Twins in the
67
Twin
was this
Cities
guy.
8-3.
62.
The Seattle
42.
Mariners knocked out 10 hits as a
Then pretty
team
good
as they
bullpen
bested the
arm,
visiting
possibly in the
Indians
future, I guess.
7-3.
High
Tony
velocity.
Barnett
Need to
collected
work on
win
his
number
control
3 this year,
and
helping the
his
Rangers get past the rival
walks per
Astros
9 and home
4-2.
runs per 9 and hits per
That's all
9.
for today's show. See you back here tomorrow. Have a great day.
Center fielder. Oh yeah, this guy I drafted because of his speed mainly. Because it was late in the draft. Pretty good late draft pick though. Only 5'10" though. But it's due to play center, so that's okay, I guess.
Some solid picks.
Yeah. This was my worst draft by far, though. I'll have to say I've had a lot more better drafts. I've had like a couple 90s, a bunch of high 80s, and then like low or high 70s. That was one of my best drafts ever, but this is definitely one of my worst I've had. But still, got some solid players like Herbert. That's a weird
You
ass
should
first name,
check
but
out the
Herbert.
rap artist Logic. He is upcoming.
Oh yeah, I've heard about him. I'll check him out. Can't guarantee I'll get into him, but I'll check him out. I think I got a future bullpen arm, maybe a future platoon player, and the long reliever or fifth starter. So it wasn't a horrible draft, but it could have went a lot better. Here's my DL. I'm waiting for this guy to get off of it so I can trade him. If he doesn't get off of it in time, I'll be mad. But then I'll just trade him during the off season. Boy. Players keep on getting added to this. This is why I keep on checking it. Collins looks okay, but I don't really need him, I think. I don't know. I'm just gonna claim him, whatever. I'll place the claim on him. Worst case scenario, he starts in left over Kirk Neuenhuis because he is struggling for me. Only hitting 230, 3 home runs, 20 RBIs. And Ian Viciedo, I think, could be a great hitter. But I want another lefty in my lineup. Look at my prospects. Oh, yeah, I put him down there because he's struggling. 20 innings, 6.2 ERA.
Pick up Collins. He has some upside, a lot better in real life.
Yeah, I know he's a lot better in life. So I put the claim on him. I'll probably start over Neuenhuis in the end, but I want to try to give Neuenhuis some more time.
Trust me, Collins is good hitter coming from a Tigers fan.
Well, I knew he was a good hitter coming from a Royals fan. I've seen him have some good games. Zach Davies will probably touch the rotation next year. Oh, wrong team. He'll probably get into a rotation or at least bullpen, long relief next year. Arcia, as I said, he's getting called up at the All-Star break or sooner. It just depends how the guys hold up. Signed Juan Francisco because he used to be a great power hitter for Toronto, and then he kind of just faded off the planet of Earth. I just screwed that sentence up, but yeah. Carlos Marmol's just a bullpen arm for the minors. Really, none of these guys really stand out too much to me. I got Francisco Mejia, or however you want to pronounce it, in a trade with Cleveland. Brett Phillips is a future center fielder of the team. Just that's his spot.
Don't wanna rush Arcia though.
Well, I don't want to rush him, but every time I've called him up in off-camera streams, well, not off-camera franchises, he's done good, and I've hit well with him. So, I mean, sure, is it rushing him up normally? More than I have before, yes, but with the quality of infielders I currently have, I might have to. Because Johnson can definitely be pretty good, but I don't know. Because Rivera, as of right now, for me, is the starting shortstop because he's still fairly young. He has some potential. But
okay, I trust you.
What I see from Arcia so far is every stat is better or close to being on the level of the current shortstop. So on paper, of course, it looks like he'll play well, but that's on paper, of course. I still think at the latest he's going to get called up during the 40-man roster invites in the fall. So, like, when is that? Like September, I think.
Sign Cabrera in free agency.
Cabrera. What, Everett Cabrera? You want me to give him a shot at shortstop? And delay Arcia? I mean, I'm all down for whatever. Is he a switch hitter? Yeah. I mean, I've played with Everett Cabrera before. I don't remember how I did.
Yeah.
That's a weird yeah from the thing. But, he has a nice speed. Alright, I'll give him a shot. Let's send down... I don't know. I'm not going to send down Rivera because he's young. And I think that he's going to be future. And I want Arcia to continue to be the main guy. I might just have to release Johnson. It's going to suck. Because he hasn't really been doing too bad, but he's old. He's very... ugh. Only bad thing
For
about Rivera...
insurance that way Arcia can stay in the minors or get called up. It gives you options.
Yeah. I think I'll send Johnson down to AAA. I want to make sure Arcia is still starting real fast. Wait, do I need to make any moves now? No. Alright, I'll sign him. Since I have obviously the money to do it. Probably just a 2-year deal. Because within the next 2 years, no matter what, Arcia's getting called up.
Hey.
I don't really want to promise him every day, but I guess I'll do that for now, since he will be every day. And then once he starts to get angry because Arcia overtakes him, I'll just trade him. Alright, so they automatically called him up. Man, this talking device is getting creepy now. Saying deep voices in my headphones. Alright, so it looks like Everett Cabrera is going to be starting at shortstop from now on. I'm changing his number, though. I don't like that jersey number. Throw a number out there. I'll put it on him. But it's not going to be some wacky number. That, or we could do 8 minus 5 and just have it be
Laughing.
3. Just throw me a number, any number. I'll have that be his jersey number.
13.
13. Let me make sure to save that real fast. Oh wait, he's not there. He's number 14. So who's 13? I think that's Will Smith. I need to change his number. I don't like Will Smith anyways. I'm gonna get this right for you, okay? Should be fixed. Why do I keep on clicking that? Okay, now he's 13. Let me go put him in all the lineups. That lineup doesn't even matter. I did not know this lineup had that problem. Okay. What's the problem out here? Third base.
1111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111
There's no stopping us right now. I feel so close to you right now.